I am Suzanne LeGrand, and this is The Case of the Missing Home. After Joyce's mother died, Joyce quit her job with the city of Portland and moved in with her ailing father, and for 6 years she was his full-time caretaker. It didn't occur to her father or the rest of the family to pay her, and she wouldn't dream of asking. She lived off her savings. Her father gave her brother control of the finances, and she noticed his money kept disappearing. Her father defended her brother. He had a house of his own, after all. He knew about money, and he was a man. When her father died, her brother cut her out of her share of the estate and had the legal means to do so. She moved in with a friend, a man who knew her back when she was Portland's it girl. We'll call him the Prince. The Prince slipped her money, and when the family house was sold and she had no place to go, he invited her to move in with him, rent-free, for as long as she needed to get back on her feet again. In exchange, Joyce cooked, did all the cleaning, was the sounding board for his many frustrations. She contacted people she'd worked with to get a job. Many had retired. She had experience, but not the right kind. Employers wanted social media savvy 20-somethings who were willing to work 60 hours a week for a starting salary. She was no longer the it girl. The Prince became irritated. Whenever she was happy, he felt restless and sought to belittle her. In order not to trigger him, she tried to pull back her natural good cheer and to match his dour countenance. The more she tried to appease him, the meaner he felt and became. She tried to make herself smaller, to not speak too loudly or on the phone so as to disturb or annoy him. It's a tactic I knew well, to make yourself as small and as still as possible so as not to disturb the peace. It's called playing dead. And when it becomes a way of life, you're in deep trouble. This has been The Case of the Missing Home. Stay tuned to find out what happens next.